Law of attraction, law of manifestation, these are all English words which came from there. In the culture of Bharat, it's there since thousands of years. Sankalp se siddhi. Siddhi means the thought will become a reality. Reality. It will manifest. It will become a reality. One thought doesn't become a reality, but if you say that thought often, it becomes a reality. वो सिद्ध हो जाएगा. So we said, I am stressed, I am stressed, I am stressed, I am stressed. We said it every single day. We made it normal. Nowadays, the children are not saying, I am stressed. They're saying, I am depressed. Please go home and tell them you're not to say this. नहीं बोलना है. Even अगर हैं तो भी नहीं बोलना है. So what is Sankalp se Siddhi means? Once I understand that law, that any thought I create repeatedly will become my reality, I start changing my thoughts. Remember yesterday on the screen, think less. Second, think slow. Third, think right. Which one of these three we have to do first? Think less, think slow, think right. Which one we have to do first? Think right. You think right, think less, think slow, automatically ho gaya. Living in a world of epidemic, overthinking. How many of us experience overthinking? बोलता ही जाता है without any comma, full stop. बोलता जाता है. That overthinking means, thinking more means it is not thinking right. If I create worry, it will just go on non-stop. It's not a right thought, and that's why it's more. So don't work on the quantity, work on the quality of the thought. The quantity will change on its own. You can't tell your mind, think less, think less, think less. No, it's not going to happen like that. Think right. So if I say, they said this to me, how could they this to me? Yeah, I bolte jate ho. Obviously, it will be a long conversation. Tomorrow we'll see how to change that one thought. So now let's write a set of affirmations which we're going to use for the next 3 days. And then, of course, after we go home from here. So that was just 3 lines for the food. We'll make it a little longer for us, at least 10 thoughts. And what is the sankalp going to be? What I want should happen in my life, I have to say it already has happened. Please get this equation right. Because if you get this equation right, then creating miracles becomes a way of living. Remember today Mohit Bhai was saying again and again, it's magic, it's magic, it's what is meaning of magic? And he said, whatever I think, it happens. Why? Because he's working on thinking right. Once you start thinking right, your power of the mind increases. And then tathastu starts happening very often. But then responsibility increases, because then if I create a negative thought, wo bhi tathastu ho jata hai. And that is why we always used to hear in the scriptures, कि वरदान दिया तो भी तथास्तु हो गया, श्राप दिया तो भी तथास्तु हो गया. But वो वरदान and श्राप कौन दे रहा था? कौन दे रहा था? I was giving to myself. Do you want to create a life where you create a thought and it happens? Do you want to create a life, you create a thought and it happens? And you will reach a stage where only what can happen will become your thought. Which means suddenly, the inside mind, when it's in our control, suddenly the outside world comes according to my way. Because the rule is, sankalp se srishti banti hai. So if I take charge of the sankalp, my srishti starts aligning to be my way. And it's amazing power. And that's when we say life is bliss. Because jo chaho wo ho raha hai. Socho aur wo ho jata hai. Because uspe thoda sa attention rakha hai. And it is very, very easy. Very easy. So, first thought, I'm a powerful being. Second thought, these are the first 4 thoughts which we've already put in the food and water. Second thought, I'm always happy. When you go back home, you go back to work, somebody will say, why are you so happy? What happened? Bolo, nothing, it's my nature. Bilkul aisa, respectfully but confident. Bolo, it's just my nature. You know why? Because seeing you happy, authentically happy, not just smiling like that, authentically happy, you are radiating power to people around you. How many of you like to do something for people? You know what's the one thing that the world needs right now? What does the world need right now? क्या चाहिए दुनिया में? शांति चाहिए, शक्ति चाहिए, खुशी चाहिए. You create it, you are a radiator of it. You create it, you're radiating it to your children. You have to say nothing. They are absorbing your vibrations. Why children are so stressed today? So parents will say, oh, academic pressure, oh this, oh nothing of that sort. Let's not talk about academic pressure because their academic pressure is nothing compared to what ours used to be. Right? Right? How did we give our board exams? How did we give our board exams? Rakesh, you remember ICSE, how you gave your 10th standard exams? How many exams in 1 week? Morning to evening we gave ICSE. 8 o'clock you go to the school, 4 o'clock you come back. Monday to Friday finished. हाँ तो अभी तो लाइट भी नहीं जाती घर में, नॉर्मल. So 8 to 4 we used to give 2 exams in 1 day, and most important in that era, one subject was of 3 years, 8th to 10th standard, which means you can't even look at the page one evening before. ये भी नहीं कर सकते आप. But we did not say I'm stressed. ऐसे थोड़ी टेंशन हो रही है, कल एग्जाम है, and we were like it's okay, ठीक हो जाएगी. And the day the exam is over, it's over. And today वो एग्जाम्स कैसे दे रहे हैं? 1 exam today, 1 exams 5 days बाद, 1 exam. इतनी छुट्टी हमें मिलती तो हम तो पढ़ते ही ना पूरे साल, वो 5 दिन में हो जाता सिलेबस. नहीं हो जाता. And then they're saying academic stress. What academic stress? No, don't create wrong concepts in their mind. It is not academic stress. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. What the world is trying to do is the world is trying to reduce the pressure of the children, and that's a big mistake. It's a big mistake that they are doing. Reducing the pressure of the children. Don't reduce their pressure. Increase their resilience, because life is not going to reduce their pressures. We are very happy. Oh, हमने अपने बच्चों को जिस स्कूल में भेजा वहाँ तो एग्जाम ही नहीं होते. अच्छा, फिर उसके बाद क्या होगा? Even if you put them in school where there's no exam, even if you put them in a university where there's no exam, life still has exams. Either you create a life for them where there's no exam. So in fact, put them in a situation with a high pressure. Why people from India were in good positions all over the world creating magic? Because they were educated through a high pressure course. So don't reduce pressures of children. It's not good for them. Increase the denominator. Don't reduce the numerator. Because how much ever you reduce the numerator, the denominator is still getting depleted. So they are still stressed. Even with 10 days holiday between 2 exams, they are still stressed. So exam is not equal to stress. Lower resilience is the cause of my stress. Okay? So I am calm and stable always. I am calm and stable always. I am a giver. I'm a giver means I'm always like this. Emotionally we are talking. We may be financially dependent. Physically we may need help from people. But emotionally, no, we don't need anything from anybody. We are a giver. I give love. I give happiness. I give peace. I give appreciation. I give trust. I give understanding. I need nothing. Put it everywhere. मुझे किसी से कुछ नहीं चाहिए. I only give and give. रोज बोलो, 1 महीने में ये बच्चा सीख जाएगा. It's very easy to change the way the mind thinks. It's the easiest thing to do actually. सबसे आसान. My every relationship is perfect. My every relationship is perfect. I accept people, people accept me. In case any issue with any relationship, write their name and say my relationship with this one is the best. Perfect. Then you can make one for your professional life. Everyone around in the world is saying, oh, IT sector, jobs, this, that, by the end of this year. So mind will already start creating a thought. Now you create the affirmation for that. लिखना नहीं है, पहले बताना है क्या, फिर लिखेंगे. What will be the affirmation for that? Everyone around us is saying, people are losing jobs, this company is losing jobs. Okay, what's my thought going to be? Remember, The outer world doesn't create my thoughts. I am the creator. What's my thought going to be? My job is perfect and rewarding. Acha. Or? Abundance of resources available. So, Agya secret? Now you write like this, same vocabulary. Whatever, always remember, it's a tathastu line. Whatever you want should be, you have to say it is, not it should be, it is. I'm in the best place at the right time. And in case tomorrow you lose your job, first thought, not after 1 hour, first thought, become the master of the situation and say, क्या बोलेंगे? जल्दी जल्दी बताना, what will happen? अभी पता चला, email आ गई, don't come from tomorrow. बोलो शुक्रिया, there's another beautiful job waiting for me. Out. Don't allow the outer world here. It's always going to be here. If you take charge of your mind, then whatever you do, you'll excel at that. So always remember, संकल्प से सृष्टि है, सृष्टि से संकल्प नहीं. Never allow your संकल्प to be influenced by your सृष्टि. Influence your सृष्टि with your संकल्प, because the law is that. And it's only a few days of practice. बस बहुत easy हो जाएगा ये. कुछ भी हो, बोलो this has come for my benefit. In Hindi we say, ये मेरे कल्याण के लिए आया है. ये सीन कल्याणकारी है. There is a benefit in this. Here comes a crisis and say, ये मेरे कल्याण के लिए आया है. I will go above the situation. If I'm above the situation, I can take charge. But if I say, ऐसे कैसे हो गया, ये मेरे साथ कैसे हो गया, अब क्या होगा? Now I am here and the situation has overpowered me. First win in your mind, then win over the situation. So keep this as a mantra. Because आने वाला समय काफ़ी बातें दिखाने वाला है. Just keep it as your mantra. ये मेरे कल्याण के लिए हुआ है. This has happened for my benefit. कल्याण के अलावा मेरी लाइफ में कुछ होता ही नहीं. और कुछ भी आ जाए, लोग कहेंगे ऐसा हो गया, बोलो बढ़िया ही हुआ है, क्योंकि बढ़िया के अलावा तो मेरे जीवन में कुछ होता ही नहीं. और थोड़े दिन बाद ये वोकैबुलरी बन जाती है. दूसरों को कितनी भी अजीब लगे, हमारी जीवन उसी वोकैबुलरी से चलती है. बिकॉज जैसे ही हम बढ़िया बोलते हैं तो पहले कौन बढ़िया हो जाता है? द माइंड. एंड इफ द माइंड इज बढ़िया, लाइफ इज बढ़िया. बट इफ एवरीथिंग इज बढ़िया एंड माइंड इज नॉट बढ़िया, लाइफ इज नॉट बढ़िया. सो फर्स्ट कीप द माइंड बढ़िया, एवरीथिंग विल वर्क ऑन दैट. सो यू क्रिएटेड योर प्रोफेशनल अफर्मेशन. यस, एवरीबडी. Never create a thought of lack in life. कम है, resources कम है, पैसे कम है, नहीं. Even like we heard this morning, समय कम है, I'm very busy, I don't have time. Well, I'm easy, I have more time than I need. We have more wealth than I need. इतना टाइम है, पता नहीं चल रहा करना क्या है. That's vocabulary. मतलब कुछ नहीं करना है, सारा दिन झूठ बोलना है, बस यही करना है. झूठ क्यों बोलना है? पीपल से, अरे ये तो हम झूठ बोल रहे हैं. हाँ, झूठ ही बोलना है, बिकॉज जो आपको चाहिए वो बोलना है. बिकॉज द लॉ इज, जो आप बोलेंगे वो ही होगा. वी टुक द लॉ रॉन्ग, सो वी आर थिंकिंग ये झूठ है. ये झूठ नहीं है, ये विधि है, और विधि से ही सिद्धि होगी. कीप द मेथड राइट, द रिजल्ट विल बी राइट. एंड दिस इज इन द कल्चर ऑफ भारत. दे लिव्ड लाइक दैट. They lived like that. They thought and spoke only that what they wanted should happen in their life. So we have to start doing that. Just keep saying everything is perfect. And very soon you will radiate at a different energy. Now that's where the disease in that body will start. Because you have shifted from dis-ease to ease. You have shifted from overthinking to thinking right, thinking less, thinking slow. Obviously, the body will respond. And the last one, God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. इसको draw करना है. White circle of energy around me. We are living in a world of vibrations. You are in a metro, you are in a shopping mall, you are in an office. It's all energy around us. Everybody is energy. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me, which means put yourself in a cocoon. Envelop yourself in a highest energy circle. A lower energy cannot enter a higher energy circle. आपको याद होगा कभी भी कुछ हुआ होगा तो मम्मी ने मिर्ची लेके ऐसे सर्कल घुमाया होगा. किस किसके ने किया है ऐसे मिर्ची लेके सर्कल. किसी और की नज़र लगी है, उतारो 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 उतारो, तो हमें उतारनी नहीं पड़ती क्योंकि हम रोज़ ही लगा देते. तो परमात्मा की नज़र अपने चारों तरफ लगा दो, पर किसी की नज़र ओनली मीन्स दैट समवन अराउंड मी वॉज just not in the best state of mind. They were probably stressed or upset, and their negative vibrations I consumed because I am also in a lower vibration. We will absorb people's vibration only when we are at their similar vibrations. If you take yourself here, which means you build a strong emotional immunity system, then the infection of the world will not affect you. You will be around everybody, but you've built an emotional strong immunity system. तो क्या सर्कल बनाया? बोलेंगे? परमात्मा की शक्तियाँ और दुआएं मेरे चारों तरफ सुरक्षा कवच. Do this for your children every day. Don't worry for them. Worry is a depleter. Empower them. They are a powerful soul. They are focused. They are excellent. Everything is perfect in their life. God's power is around them. भेज दो स्कूल. भेज दो. तो क्या होगा, कैसे होगा? It's a depleter. You don't just deplete yourself, you deplete them by worrying about them because your vibrations are reaching to them. So never worry for anyone. चिंता चिता समान है. Never create चिंता. Create care and power, not चिंता. चिंता is a lower energy thought. Care and power is a higher energy thought. Exam है, पता नहीं क्या होगा आज. If you create a thought, तथास्तु. क्या थॉट क्रिएट करेंगे? क्या थॉट क्रिएट करेंगे? अच्छा ही होगा सिर्फ. यू हैव द पावर. बोलिए बस. नाउ दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द प्रैक्टिस बिफोर रीचिंग होम ऑन ट्यूसडे. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द प्रैक्टिस बिकॉज प्रैक्टिसिंग हियर इज गोइंग टू बी easy because this vocabulary is in the air over here. And then you land at Mumbai Delhi airport and you continue with that vocabulary, and you see it's very easy to continue that wherever you are. Okay? Now these few affirmations that we've written just for today, tomorrow we continue. They have to be written before going to sleep tonight, which means write them again. And before going to sleep every night, write them. Not say them, write them. Because by the end of the day, the mind is very cluttered. So writing is power. So keep a diary and write them. First thing in the morning, get up with gratitude, and just while you're getting out of bed, I'm a powerful soul, I'm always happy, my life is perfect, my relationships are great. बढ़िया के अलावा मेरे साथ और कुछ होता नहीं है. ऐसे बोलते बोलते गाना गाते गाते उठ के. Instead of saying लेट हो गया, अब क्या होगा, now I don't know what, and today there is a meeting. Oh, सुबह सुबह किसका चेहरा देखा था? वो चेहरा कहाँ होता है? Why was that Mahavra there? सुबह सुबह किसका चेहरा देखा था? It is what did your mind create as its first thought, because the subconscious is active in the morning and in the night. So these two times आप गलती से भी गलत नहीं सोच सकते. आपको गलत सोचना है, आप दिन में सोचना, not morning or night, because whatever you do in the day is only on the conscious layer. What you do just before going to sleep in your mind and just when you wake up is going deep inside. Last evening, Meeta ji was unwell, throat band, baat nahi ho pa rahi hai, awaaz nahi, we didn't hear her yesterday. And just before going to sleep, she said, my throat. Now what happens is, unaware we say, gala bahut dard ho raha hai, and we go to sleep. Now what will happen for the next 6 hours? गला बहुत दर्द हो रहा है, गला बहुत दर्द हो रहा है, गला बहुत दर्द हो रहा है. तो जब हम सुबह उठते हैं वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा दर्द हो रहा होता है क्योंकि संकल्प से सिद्धि होती. अब सोने से पहले बोल दो, ठीक हो गया नहीं, वोकैबुलरी ठीक है नहीं, परफेक्ट है. ठीक इज अ वेरी ऑर्डिनरी वर्ड. ठीक कैसे है? ठीक ठाक. ठीक ठाक नहीं, हम कैसे हैं? परफेक्ट, बढ़िया, हायर हायर हायर, डिवाइन. You have to go to the highest energy. So before going to sleep, कल पता नहीं ऑफिस में क्या होगा, तथास्तु. Last thought and first thought, be very careful. So we are going to do it in the night, in the morning, every meal, every glass of water. Shorter version for meal and water. ठीक है? Starting from now. 3 days you do it. When you go back, it's already going to become your habit. Easy? कितना easy? कितना ईजी? बहुत ईजी. आप जैसे भी से ना, बहुत ईजी. ऑलरेडी द माइंड एंड बॉडी बोथ इज फीलिंग फाइन. तो कितना मुश्किल है ये. ओके, देयर इज दैट स्ट्रेस. इट्स जस्ट वन थॉट विच शिफ्ट्स द एनर्जी इन द माइंड एंड द बॉडी. इतना मुश्किल कौन 10 बार करेगा इसको दिन में? डोंट डू, नो प्रॉब्लम. वी आर सेइंग आई एम वेरी गुड, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. माइंड डजंट रिजेक्ट इट. वी आर यूजिंग द माइंड ओनली टू क्रिएट इट. And we are making the mind created so that we don't give the mind the space to create the other thought. Because the minute the mind starts creating the other thought, it's a downhill. आप जैसे ही उस रोड पे गए, and especially when in your environment where even that environment pulls, now you're here, this environment is pulling you up. You go back, that environment in your office will pull you down. The environment of the city pulls you down. So to put effort to go, keep one aim in life. How do we have to go? ऐसे करो, ऐसे. The world is going ऐसे in terms of vibration. So परमात्मा हमें कहते हैं चलना नहीं है, दौड़ना भी नहीं है, उड़ना है. किधर उड़ना है? इधर. उसको कहते हैं उड़ती कला. स्थिति में कैसे होना चाहिए? उड़ती कला.